Hello, Cooper. How you doing? God bless you. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. God bless. Thank you all for joining. My goal is 2,000 roses today. The courts just ruled against President Trump and his administration and ordered them to release the funds, the emergency funds for food stamps. Hello, Debbie. How you doing? God bless you. Thank you for joining my live stream today. How you doing? Yeah, not anymore, Noah, because the courts just ruled that the federal government has to release the funds. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Just another day. How about you? I'm just trying to reach this goal of 2,000 roses. Can we do it? Will anybody help me reach my goal of 2,000 roses? God bless. Am I finally working? Well, I am an author. One second, I'm grabbing my book. I am an author. Just released a new book, so if you consider that work, then yeah, God bless. That's BS. Why would you say that's BS? Never have, never will. Oh my God. Some people, man. Some people. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day today. How was everybody's Halloween? Did anybody have a good Halloween? Anything memorable happened last night? Let me know. Let me know how. Okay, Vincent had a fun Halloween. That's okay. That's what's up. Drew didn't participate. That's all right. Okay. Hey. Sometimes you just don't have the energy to participate in something like Halloween. For a year or whatever. You don't have the energy, the time. That's okay. Just not my vibe. Facts. Okay, yeah. You don't have to like Halloween. Hello, Box Dog. No, I'm not staying in hotels anymore. I'm grateful right now. I have a place to live that I'm renting. So I'm grateful to God for that. And I I'm focusing on my writing. I'm an aspiring author. So I just wrote a book called What is Socialism? What up, Cambo? How you doing? God bless you. And I'm actually really proud of it. I'm working on another book already. Hey, thank you, Box Dog. I appreciate that. And I'm trying to make content where me and my viewers can discuss ideas with one another. Hey, thank you for following Box Dog. God bless you. Thank you, Tom, for following. Thank you, Becca. I appreciate everybody following. It means a lot. Uh, I done made some videos recently about what's going on in the world, and I'm up here to talk to people about it. I I don't know how many people know, but the president of Venezuela has literally passed out arms to the people all across the country to defend their country from an American invasion. They've formed militias all throughout the country of Venezuela. The government themselves have passed out arms for the people. Hey, thank you for the heart me gift. God bless you, Brit. Uh, and okay, facts. Thank you, Abilio, for the heart me gift. God bless you. Thank you, Shadreka. If I didn't say that right, I'm sorry. Thank you, Abilio, for those 5 roses. We got 5 out of 2,000 roses, y'all. My goal is to get 2,000 roses today. What up, Playboy? How you doing? God bless you. We got 5 out of 2,000. I believe we can do it. Today's the day. Thank you, Sophie, for the roses. God bless you. Thank you so much. And anyone who sends gifts, I try to follow everyone who sends me gifts. And I do respond to my messages. If you want to talk to me about anything, hey, I appreciate that, Box Dog. You know what? A lot of people still don't believe in me as an author, even though I just released a book. And I'm working on another one. A lot of people still don't believe in me as an author, but you know what? There's people who have read what I wrote and told me they learned something. You know what I'm saying? That appreciate what I wrote, and just if one person tells me that per book, if I publish a book and at least one person tells me, I learned something from that book, that's enough for me. Hey, thank you, big timer. Facts. Hey, thank you, Box Dog. Thank you, Abilio, for the roses. Thank you, Gabe, for following. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day today. Thank you, Tati, for the roses. If you haven't already heard, we will get EBT in November. The courts just ruled against Trump's federal government. Thank you, Box Dog. God bless. And people will get their food stamps in November. Now, the update I got was they might be delayed, but we will get them because the courts ruled that the federal government must allow those emergency funds that were already set aside, even in case of a shutdown. That the Trump and the federal government cannot withhold those emergency funds. So, that's a huge blessing. That's a huge blessing. Thank you, Abilio, for the roses. God bless you. You said the court don't control the U.S. budget, dude. Keep dreaming. The courts have the job of interpreting the law. The courts are what keep the executive and judicial branch, in check. It keeps the executive branch in check by interpreting what the legislative branch has put into place, what that allows. Because under Trump, right now, Trump's trying to use a lot of different laws to justify the things he's doing, and so that's why you see so many court cases against him, because he's using laws that are not meant to do that, and trying to stop laws that are there to help people, so the courts are having to keeping on intervening, and trying to check that power that he's trying to exercise over the laws that's been created already. Hey, thank you so much, Debbie. Thank you so much for those 35 roses. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing good. I do remember you. God bless you. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. God bless all of you. There's something I think that we all need to discuss about Trump's third term, about the fact that he might try to attempt a third term. You know, the problem is, he, even though he is old, even if the Republican Party chooses to nominate someone else in 2028, they're just going to continue Trump's policies, you know? And let me tell you something else. Biden continued a lot of Trump's policies, even on immigration. So, unfortunately, voting for the Democrats or Republicans, you know, the system is going to keep on doing what it does. The system of capitalism, the legal system that allows for people to take advantage of these laws. So that's why you see on my t-shirt right here, it says comrades. That's Marx, Engels, Lenin, Stalin, and Mao. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people, who are socialists might tell you, oh, go read Marx. But the thing is, Karl Marx, he was a writer in the 1800s. You know what I'm saying? Even though his analysis of capitalism is still valid today, you know, and other Marxists that came after him, like Engels, Lenin, Stalin, and Mao, uh, you know, we need to help people understand what socialism is today, in our language. So that's a big part of what I want to do with my TikTok from here forward, and that's why I came back up here with the release of my new book, What is Socialism? You know, so this book, I think it's I'm very proud of it, and I think it's important because you know socialism has been used by the Democrats and the Republicans as a slander, as an insult. Maybe some of you don't know, but the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, said a few weeks ago that Donald Trump was the leading socialist of our time. Okay. Gavin Newsom himself said he basically said it's crazy that they call us socialist when Donald Trump is the biggest socialist of our time. Being an actual socialist, I know how ridiculous that statement is. And it just goes to show how this word socialism is used by the people in power on both sides as an insult to the other side to try to scare us and try to equate the definition of socialism with whatever we don't want. Okay, if you're a Republican, you know what I'm saying? You're worried. You're poor. You're worried about losing money and taxes. Okay, well, them trying to give health care, that's socialism. If you're a Democrat, right? Oh, you don't like what Republicans are doing with the government right now? Oh, that's socialism. Socialism is not just when the government does stuff. It's actually a joke amongst communists and socialists that people say, oh, socialism is what when the government does stuff. The more the government does, the more socialist it is. And that's actually what people in power try to tell us. That socialism is just basically the government. But that's not true. That's not true at all. Socialism is about getting rid of private property, not personal property, but getting rid of one person to own a whole factory that many people are required to all participate in for that factory to run. They tell us we have democracy, but do you have democracy in your workplace? The place where you spend a lot of your time, your energy every day putting into creating wealth for this company? Yeah, you can decide who you want to represent you, a Republican or Democrat, every 4 years, and your voice actually isn't heard. There's so many things that you wish the government would or wouldn't do, but they're not going to do that because it's not about what you want. And as a working class people, we don't have any say in this capitalist democracy. Hey, thank you. God bless you all, my friends. It's just, I know I got a lot of conservative viewers because when I used to be the number one e-beggar in the nation, there's a lot of conservative people who for some reason like that content. Some of them because they identify as conservative, but they're not really Christian or following Jesus' teachings because they think that they have some righteous duty or that they had some righteous duty to try to put down someone asking for money, put down someone asking for help, someone suffering, so back when I was doing that, when I was an e-beggar, I had a lot of conservative viewers, and I just want to say to all my conservative viewers that you have more in common with your a Democrat worker in your community, with somebody who's an immigrant in your community, than you do with the people in power, than you do with Donald Trump. We as the working class people need to come together and form our own power structures. Okay, and then that starts with organizing with your community and your workplace. There are other ways to distribute the collective wealth that we create. Like I was just saying, when you go to work, there's no democracy in your workplace. When you go to work for a company, it's an autocratic dictatorship. Okay, you got one or just a small group of people in power who make all the executive decisions, and you have to follow them, or you don't have a job. You don't have a say. So tell me, how do we have democracy? When we have to choose to go to number one of these workplaces where we got a dictator telling us exactly what we need to do, or we're fired. And those same dictators who run our workplaces are the ones who are going to be in power. The CEOs of the companies, they're the same people who, with all that wealth that they've extracted from us, now have the power to influence elections, and influence the government. I'm telling you right now, you can look this up. They did a study to determine how do bills actually become laws. Does it matter if a certain number of the public supports the bill or not? And does it matter if the top 1%, the richest capitalists and CEOs, 1 second. God bless you, Mr. Grinder. Thank you, Ashley, for following. Thank you, everyone, for double tapping the screen. Thank you, everybody, for following. Sauce, it's been about 18 or 19. 18 or 19 so far. And hey, Mr. Grinder Motivation, God bless you. Good to see you, my friend. what one of the challenges of socialists is to try to convince the small business owners. Hey, thank you for the heart me give, Big John. God bless you. That they have more in common with the working class than they do with the CEOs. You know, those top CEOs who own corporate companies. So that's a big thing that I don't really discuss in this book that I just released, but I will discuss in my book that I'm working on, my next book that I'm already working on, because my this book is an informative book. You know, this just gives you the definition and the history of the word. You know, it's not to try to convince you of it, but just to give you a broad overview and introductory understanding of what socialism is. So that's why I think this one is really good for anybody to read. But my new book is gonna be about why we need socialism, and like I said, the small business owners have more in common with the working class, with the wage laborers who work per hour, you know, than they do with the CEOs of the corporate companies. So that's something that we got to talk about because, you know, at the end of the day, these corporate companies are swallowing up small businesses, right? Donald Trump doesn't support small businesses, he supports big business. You know, the consolidation of the market into monopolies. You know, if it the way they're doing it, that they're taking away this concept of the middle class. You know, more and more the small business owners, they're being pushed out of the market by these monopolies, and so then when you lose your business, what happens? Boom, you become a worker again. Now you got to go work for somebody else again because boom, a recession hit. You COVID hit. You know what I'm saying? Now we did get some businesses did get support during COVID, and then that's a good thing, right? And then that's things we want to fight for. You know, support for small enterprise. Hey, thank you, Ivy, for following. God bless you. You know, in China, they actually help people start their own farms. You know, and Vietnam. You know, both self-described socialist countries, and the government will help you start a small business. Like imagine that. Imagine if the United States government said, okay, you want to farm the land? Here's a few acres. Here's the machinery. Here's some other people who want to do the same thing. You know, you each can have your own land around it. You know, you all contribute to this project, sign up for this project together. You know, that's the organization of labor. You know, democratically, instead of the winner takes all under capitalism. One big point of socialism is economic planning, and I talk about that in this book that I just released called "What Is Socialism." Now, economic planning makes life better for working class people, you know, wage laborers and small business owners, because the government, which under socialism would be made up of people from all the different sectors of labor represented, and in capitalism, right? In China right now, under their market socialist system, um, they have like 20 something percent of the people in the Congress are peasant farmers, and then they have people who represent different industries, different workers, and they even have a amount of seats reserved for Congress for people who represent the capitalist class, you know. And so they see it as um, trying to have all these classes work together to organize the economy democratically, inst- under the direction of a socialist planning, which is making it an economy that produces the things we collectively need and things that make our collective lives better. In China, they have, I mean, you've probably seen it. They have so many of these construction projects they just do that create big bridges, big mega structures. Hello, Ashley. How you doing? God bless you. Thank you for joining my live stream today. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Please double tap the screen if you appreciate my content. Please double tap the screen, everybody. Can anybody help me reach my goal of 2,000 roses? I only got 89 roses so far. God bless. Thank you all for joining. I believe we can reach this goal of 2,000 roses. I believe we can reach this goal of 2,000 roses. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe to my soul. How's everybody doing today? God bless. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day today. If you're an established author, why do you need roses? I'm an aspiring author, actually. I did just release a book. What is socialism? I'm proud of it. Will anybody please help me reach my goal of 2,000 roses? God bless. Will anybody please help me reach my goal of 2,000 roses? Thank you for tapping the screen. Please tap the screen if you appreciate my content. No, I did not, Carol. This is my original work. This, I would highly suggest anyone check out my book. Um, it is my original work. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. Can we see the book? Yes. I actually have the introduction and part of chapter 1 in my videos. I've read chapter the introduction and part of chapter 1, and it's on my TikTok profile somewhere. Somebody said it's a booklet. Somebody said it's a menu. Well, it is 79 pages. It's a small book. I'll say that. Uh, but it punches far above its page count. A lot of information in here. Thank you, Vorky, for following. God bless you. Hope you're having a beautiful day, my friend. But you guys. Let me know what's going on with you guys. All right. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. You don't think I'm a great author? Fine. Okay. What do you got going on in your life? You tell me. How long did it take to finish? Uh, you know, it didn't take too long. It didn't take too long. Um, I had to go through an editing process. Uh, made sh- made sure everything was spelled correctly. Didn't have any typos. It was all formatted correctly. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. Hey, thank you, Ashley. I appreciate you saying that. I hope everybody is having a beautiful day today. Thank you all for joining my live stream. You said I'd say with your speech they had a lot to correct. Very funny, Opie. Very funny. God bless you, my friend. Can anybody help me reach my goal of 2,000 roses? Can anybody help me reach my goal of 2,000 roses? I only got 89 roses so far. Come on, team. We can do it. We can reach the goal. The haters don't believe in us. Hey, thank you, Mary, for following. God bless you. Now, now here's the thing. I want to let you guys know I'm actually really excited about it. So please hear me out on this. No, I'm actually really excited about it. So please hear me out on this. Um, that was weird. They just sent me a request and then disconnected before I even got up there. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. How lovely are your branches. Our Savoy, right now, I think it's at 19. 19. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. I'm trying to reach a goal of 2,000 roses. Any support is very much appreciated. Oh, thank you for the 2 roses. Thank you. Thank you for the roses. God bless. We got 90 roses out of 2,000. Will anybody help me reach my goal today? What I was gonna say, is that I am working on another book. You know, that's gonna say why we need socialism. But after that book is done, and that book will actually be done on another book. You know, that's gonna say why we need socialism. But after that book is done, and that book will actually be done sooner than you think. Then I already started that. But after that book is done, and that book will actually be done sooner than you think. Then I already started the editing my autobiography book. Than you think. Then I already started the editing my autobiography book. Now, after I finish the second book that I'm working on, then I'm gonna get back to editing that book. Now, after I finish the second book that I'm working on, Then I'm gonna get back to editing that, and then you guys will know the story of Austin Tamargo. So, is anybody excited for that? You said, "Are you going to retire after the second book?" You're very funny. You're very funny. God bless you. Thank you for tapping the screen. Thank you so much, everybody who's tapping the screen. We got 90 roses. Can anybody please help me reach my goal of 2,000 roses? Yes, the true story of Austin Tamargo. How you doing, my friend? Let's have a battle. Oh wow, nice. Bigfoot. How big is your foot, actually? Okay, we only got 2 minutes left. Well, okay, well, I was worried what was gonna happen after the 2 minutes. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. God bless. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. God bless.
Thank you so much.
How you doing, my
My
friend?
phone
Let's do a
was
battle. Okay, my friends.
my phone was very hot, so the phone turned off by itself. Sorry, guys. Thank you for staying back. Thank you so much, guys.
Oh
I
Lord.
appreciate every one of you that stayed back. Thank you so much. Family, please let's make it.
My beautiful viewers, thank you everybody for tapping the screen. God bless. Apparently I'm old news. That's all right. God bless. For old time's sake, then, let's win this battle. For old time's sake. Thank you everybody for tapping the screen. Will anybody please help us win this battle? Will anybody please help us win this battle? God bless. God bless all of you, my dear friends and supporters. Okay, we can get double points for reaching the target. Will anybody help me in this battle? God bless. Let's see what the target is. Oh, we just need one gifter, man. We just need one gifter. God bless. In the next 40 seconds, can anybody send one rose? Is is there any Team Austin people in here right now? R at Mur says nah, bro. Will anybody prove him wrong? Will anybody prove him wrong right now by sending one rose? Anybody? What up, Costin, how you doing? God bless you. 5 seconds. Can anybody send a rose? Oh, thank you so much, Britt. God bless you. Thank you so much. We got double points for the next 30 seconds. Please help us win this battle, my friends. My beautiful TikTok friends. We got 20 seconds of double points. It's Austin Tamargo here. Old news, apparently. But you know what? God bless all the people, man. Thank you so much, Ashley, for that donut. Thank you so much, Ashley. Okay, look at us go. Team Tamargo. Hey, they can't stop Team Tamargo, man. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, thank you, Ramirez. God bless you, my friend. Thank you so much. Hey, you know what? Love is love always wins, right? You know, we gotta love one another. Team Austin, that's what I'm talking about. Team Austin, man. Once upon a time, I was the number one e-beggar in the nation. Nowadays, I'm just trying to discuss ideas with people, you know? Thank you. No Volend. I don't know what Ebis is, but God bless you, my friend. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. It's you know what? I just figured that we could do a battle for fun. Oh, snap. Oh, my God. At the last 20 seconds. Oh, Lord. You know, that's life sometimes, you know. You can't win them all. Thank you so much, Ashley, for the roses. Oh, snap. Ashley and Ramirez came through. Oh, snap. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Ashley and Ramirez and Ghost Hunter. Hey, that was a close one, y'all. That was a close one. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you, MVP, Ashley, and Ramirez. Thank you all so much. You know what? Let's see if they want to go again because you know what? That was very close. That was very close. Oh, I get, you know, I guess not. Or maybe they're still talking to their people. Well, hey, thank you, Ashley. God bless you. I really appreciate your support. I guess I'm gonna leave because I don't think this person wants to battle again. But that was fun, my friends. That was a fun battle. God bless all of you. Oh, and we got 149 out of 2,000 roses. Will anybody help us reach the goal of 2,000 roses today? Will anybody help me reach my goal of 2,000 roses today? God bless all of you. Ashley reached level 7 in the fan club. God bless you, Ashley. Congrats, Ashley. for reaching level 7 of the fan club. I didn't even know I had a fan club till TikTok told me. I was like, okay, well, you know what? That's what's up. I like that. Thank you everybody for tapping the screen. Is there anybody here? Is there anybody here who sees the craziness going on in the world, or are my viewers all really just, I don't know? Did I really cultivate such an audience over my time as the e-beggar? Hey, who got a rose? Let me find out. Let me find out who got a rose, man. Come on. Hey, yo, nah. Fuck it, man. You know what? A lot of people don't stop believing in me, man. A lot of people don't stop believing in me. But we're gonna use the power of manifestation to manifest a galaxy. So I will be right back. I'm gonna start a new live stream. It's gonna be called Manifesting a Galaxy. Okay? I'll be right back. I'm gonna start a new live stream. It's gonna be called Manifesting a Galaxy. Okay? I'll be right back. It's gonna be called Manifesting. I'll be right back.